mic stand. That was awesome. Just got off a plane from West Palm Beach, Florida, doing some shows down there. I know what I want to be when I'm old. An old person sitting in coach, yelling for his cane. Old people deserve better. They deserve first class at that age. I mean, it's insane. Good to be here. I know everyone's talking about COVID still. That's funny, huh? You had to see it. I saw a guy dunk a cookie into a Coke. He was like 80 years old. I'm like, how are you 80? How did you make it? It's insane. Florida's fucked up. It's like, you're either dying of fentanyl or old age down there, but lots going on. Apparently Epstein's island was down there. I didn't know that. Mike just told me. I was like, I should have brought that up down there. Missed the total pedophile bit window. Ooh, said pedophile. No, I'm COVID yet. I got COVID for the first time a month ago. 3 years I went without it, so my dumb brain made me think I'm the guy that's not going to get it. I got the antibodies, my immune system's fire. No, it's not if, when. It's kind of what happened to me with chlamydia in '97. I was fucking for a good 3 years. I was like, nothing's going to happen! Nothing's going to happen! And clap. Boom. Didn't wear rubbers after that either, because they're for hookers and sailors. That's what my grandpa told me. You got the rubbers on if you're going clamming. No, I didn't want to wear a mask either because, it's like you got a nice face or like a pretty, like you can wear a mask. You can get away with it. I wear a mask. In the grocery store, the lane just splits like this Red Sea. Because I look like a crazy person. Because a mask goes on my face and my eyes start spinning, kind of like Shark Week. I'm just like, I hear rape whistles going off. I'm like, none of those things. I'm just looking for low sodium beans. It's tough, man. It's tough. My voice doesn't help. This is my voice. I'm not sick. It's always just in my throat. Like I swallowed glass. People are like, yeah, you should do voiceovers. I'm like, yeah, that's not how it works. Dyslexia kind of gets in the way of that, reading all that stuff in my cool voice. But it sucks. People ask me if I was sick all the time. No, this is just my voice. They're like, did you do a lot of cocaine to get that voice? It's so dumb. I mean, I did a lot of cocaine. I did. I didn't lose my voice. I lost my dignity. Told some stories to. People talk about cocaine all the time. They say 8 balls and strippers, glamour, like it's a big rock star lifestyle. Most people, probably some people in this room, have also done cocaine, but there was no strippers. Probably not an 8 ball. It was a gram and 2 of your friends at a coffee table. My childhood, man. It's bad. No, but I've had this voice since kindergarten. That's the first. I'm dead serious. I mean, I remember going into kindergarten, I sounded like a bookie. I'm like, who wants to color? You know what I mean? It was rough. I knew the bullying was real. I don't do any drugs anymore, though I'm sober, which is good for me. Thank you, but thank God you didn't clap. There's shitty audiences that clap, like, oh, good job, you're sober. You guys didn't give up. You know what I mean? No, seriously, can you imagine facing this world every day with no rose-tinted glasses, just a little something to take the edge off? I mean, last example for me is the 16 iOS update that fucked my phone up. I was like, ugh, I need a drink. Oh, I can't have a drink. I just banged my head against a brick wall. That's all I have left. So if you're not waking up in the street, don't give up yet, man. Sobriety is the last resort in this world. And if shit keeps going bad, I mean, who knows what's going to happen. But people don't believe that I used to be a big drug addict alcoholic because like, oh, you're so chill now. I'm like, oh, really? But I always say, I'm like, oh, you think, like, you can have a drink. I'm like, oh, I can have a drink? Okay, give me a drink. And then give me your wallet. Your wife is fine, give me her. I will steal all of your shit. I turned into a horrible person, so no, I'm not going to do it. But, people ask me what I gained in sobriety. I always say 60 pounds. That's what I gained. I lost some, though, I can tell. It's like I'm skinny, but it's 20 pounds is left, and it's in the worst place. It's in my breasts. People joke around about man tits, but when you have them, they are far from any tit that you want. You don't want to touch any titties like that. You don't want to look at any titties like that. My titties look like, remember YouTube, look up the crack epidemic in the 80s. Those crack titties. It's because there was no muscle there, so they just kind of go down. They're just like, it's just all bad. It's bad. But I want to lose it because it's changing my demeanor. It's fucking me up. I'm not the same person. I'm not the Aaron that I want to be. You know, I was out to dinner and I'm ordering my food. And I'm like, I'm gonna have the sorry, what did you say? Oh, I'm sorry. You're looking at my tits. Yeah, I'm doing weird shit. I'm acting like I have a rack. You know what I mean? And don't look at them. You know. I held my tits when I crossed the street a couple days ago. Like I was like, oh no, oh. It's not good. It's not good. No, the worst, that topped it all though, it's always my wife. She always gets me because we're making love and she grabbed him. Like a 7th grade boy. Like me in 7th grade, like, I got up her shirt, what up? Yeah! She goes, what's wrong? I'm just joking. I woke up in the morning and go, well, I had a fucking nightmare last night. Let's just put it this way. You were a 7th grade boy. That's what you were grabbing my tits, and I was a girl and I didn't want you to. Just bad news all around. Bad news. Yeah, I'm married. Someone married me. Been married for 5 years. 5 years I've been married. Been in therapy for 4.5. I mean, there's a 6-month waiting list. You know? I don't know how anybody gets married without therapy, and I wasn't on board at first. And then a friend of mine goes, "Dude, they teach you how to argue." And I go, "This is sick." I'm not used to it yet because you have to talk in this weird sing-song kind of way, like I don't like how you approach me with your phrase, but I would like to retract it and you can say it. I'm like I'm a nerd. I can't do it. Yeah. I did it one day to my wife, and she goes, "Just cut the bullshit. I mean, I'll take you the piece of shit that you are, but it's tough." No, but we fight about the craziest things. Who's married? You married? Married over there? Familiarity breeds contempt, right, brother? No, ask the wives too. It's like you're around somebody all the time, you just get sick of seeing each other's face. You love each other, but I will say things to my wife. She'll be like, "Say it again, Sam. Say it again." Because apparently I repeat stuff, like weird dumb shit, or say obvious things, or we get on each other's nerves. You know what I mean? Lately we've been fighting. We fight about things. I was joking kind of. I go, "I'm a better cook than you." She goes, "No, you're not. I have 2 kids, that she cooked for her whole life." I go, "That's what I'm talking about. Your customer base is weak. You might know how to organize a bunch of different shaped chicken nuggets. I lived in New York City. I had to learn how to cook quick because I had no money to date, so I had to cook for pussy. You know what I mean? A mentally disturbed model that barely eats is a little more picky than your child. Beating up hamburger noodles. We fight about things like I'm a cat. She's a cat person. I'm a dog person. Like I like cats. I love dogs. She's the other way around. But she'll say things like, "Cats are cleaner than dogs." I'm like, okay, why don't you come out in the hallway with me right now? Your fucking little bean over there is playing hacky sack with the shit right now. You kick shit around with your paws and get out, and what you licked them off, and you're good to come lay on my lap. The fuck you are. My dog might blow himself. I don't know what he's doing. He's sucking himself off, but when he comes near me, he seems pretty pristine. That's what I'm saying. Oh, man, and I love the cats, but I'm like, she goes, "The house stinks." I'm like, yeah, there is a shit not floating water sitting in the corner and a couple of, some gravel. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's how it works. An enclosed area with a shit laying there. So and then she's like, I'm like, "You pick it up." She's like, I'm not cleaning the litter box. I'm like, this is insane. What are you gonna do? But mostly we fight the big ones. It's about sex. And it's not the way you think. It's not like, "Oh, my wife doesn't want to have sex." My wife wants to have sex a lot. More than my libido is ready for. I'm not 25 anymore, and that's when it starts declining. My shit is trash. Trash. She came out in like insane lingerie one night. Like it was a Monday. I mean, I was like, what are we doing here? And my libido knocked on my door and said, "Oh, honey, right now, like Yellowstone's on." She's like, "Are you a man or not?" It's tough though. It's tough. I mean, one way that I get out of having sex when she's being a little crazy is she drinks, I don't. She's not an alcoholic, but She has 3 glasses of Kimmy Crawford. The third one, I call it the you-know-what drink. She has one, and she's like, oh, is this ogre wood? I'm like, shut up, it's from New Zealand, I know, it's what everyone's drinking. The third one, she's like, you know what? When we get home, I'm gonna blah, blah, blah. I was like, okay, slut. I mean, nothing is worse than your wife acting slutty on a Monday. She's had a couple drinks. She goes, don't you want to have some fun? Like we can act like we're just like seeing each other. I go, but we're not seeing each other. We got a mortgage. Oh, can I bite my arm off in the morning like this in the Coyote Ugly and sneak out the back door and ghost you? No, because you need a bagel, some aspirin, it's not happening that way. It's not gonna happen. I'm back there. I'm not saying I'm cute or saying I'm soft. I can hear everything. I can hear church, mouse, spark, whatever it's called. No, craziest one though, she gets nuts. She brought it up in therapy. She goes, I just want to be one of those couples that's making love in their 80s. I was like, are you trying to kill me? Are you trying to kill me? It doesn't make any sense to me. You know what I hear about old people? You hear things like, get Papa, make sure that he doesn't fall walking down the stairs, or Papa just got up, sit him back down. You don't hear, where's Papa? Oh, he's fucking the neighbor, He's 84. Because it's not normal for people in their 80s to be worried about, busting backside. You know what I mean? I just feel sorry for her because maybe she's gonna look great. I mean, she's got all the tools. She's got a stone in the refrigerator. She rubs her face. One of those things. You know those new things for like rubbing your wrinkles out. She's doing all these things. I'm gonna be hammered shit. I mean, does she really want me on top of her when I'm 80? I mean, I skateboarded my whole life. I could probably get all thrust one in and blow out a hip. You know what I mean? She's dead serious though. She's like, we're gonna be one of those couples. I go, well, I'll tell you what my grandpa and grandma did. Grandma had a twin bed, grandpa had a twin bed. Grandma watched Young and the Restless. Grandpa just stared at the wet. But she wants to. So I sent her an email, a voice memo. I said, hey honey, it's me. If you try to fuck me when we're 80, it's non-consensual. So you're gonna get me too, you felonious slut. She doesn't care though. She doesn't care. I'm a good husband though, so I've worked on some things. I talked to some people and they said, get some toys, play around a little bit. Went to the store. Wow. Is it really for me? I guess if I want to get plowed in the ass, then it's by her with these suits, Oh, it's got a mannequin with a nice little dainty girl that kind of looks like my wife, but then with a big black penis that's supposed to be her. I mean, what is actually for me in here? What is for me? Nothing. It's crazy, but I did get her something. I walked in, I said, me and my wife want to spice it up. And the lady was like, oh, yeah. She was all psyched because I had a wedding ring on. I wasn't acting like a creep. She goes, you got to try out the new rabbit. I go, oh, right, rabbit. I looked at it. I go, doesn't look like a rabbit. It looks like that Noid thing from Domino's. It's got purple ears and then a neon pink dick. And I was like, wow, that's intimidating. It's like, does it have to have pearls in the shaft? Pearls in the shaft. I was like, yeah, my dick doesn't have that. Actually, I just went to the doctor. I have plaque in my penis. So, yeah. Peyronie disease. Never mind, long story. But I figured it out though, and I know why she wants to have sex all the time. And maybe the ladies can confirm it. I think because women are the cradle of conception, they bring babies into this world. They're lovely, they're smart, we're dumb. God's like, your orgasms are gonna be fire. They are. They really. I see my wife. I walk in on her mostly when she's doing it. I told her, I said, I would love to have sex all the time too if from the neck up I look like I just snorted fentanyl, and then from the neck down I look like I was being electrocuted. Yeah. The most you're gonna get out of me is cookies. It's crazy, man. It's nuts. Any ladies can confirm that? I mean, basically, most men, we're all one and done, unless we're trying to show off. I mean, to be married and try to go more than once, and women can just keep going, and like, it's kind of a cruel trick. Because, my wife's in her 40s now, dirty 30s when I met her, filthy 40s. I say the 50s would be like everything's just a dick. You bump into that, end table, boom, the wind blows, it's crazy. As I'm just shriveling away and I'm supposed to perform. It's crazy. It's crazy. She has 2 kids. We just got them out of the house. They're good kids. Anybody got kids? Kids, right? I'm a stepdad, man. It's fucking awesome. This is how we dress. we dress like the kids. We're like, hey man, I didn't know when I met her. Hey, this is what I wear. But they're great. But my wife was like, I'm so glad you're gonna help me raise these kids. I was like, they're teenagers already. It's like hazing these kids is probably the best I'm gonna get. I mean, because kids, I didn't listen to anyone, and you're gonna listen to someone that just came in to interlope your family, like, hey, what's up? I'm your dad. No. So I did everything the right way. Bribes. I was like, don't die. You can do whatever you want. Just keep it chill. Be the cool uncle. That works a lot better. Like, tell them when the sneakers are dropping. Like, you want some threes? I got you. You know what I mean? You want some Jordans? I run into some trouble because kids are always going to do it. Once I said, don't smoke weed in the house, Christian. Don't smoke weed in my house. Just in the house. He goes, you're not my dad. I said, I know, I'm fucking your mom. Your dad doesn't live here, dude. You know this, son. He wears Crocs, he's 5'9". That's not me. It's crazy. I tell him not to do drugs once in a while, but then I go, you're just going to do drugs. And that opens up the thing where they you're talking so much, honey. I love you, but you're talking so much. What are you guys talking about?
Crocs.
We don't like Crocs.
Crocs are awful.
I know they are, and I was already shitting on them really well. And I love it because you're just complimenting, like you like what I said, and then you talk about Crocs. Because Crocs are fucking lame. I mean,
They are lame.
I do still wear them, but I stomped on my joke. I forgot what I was saying. Switch gears. It's fine. See how uncomfortable the room gets? It's not a big deal. It's not. I like that they're engaged. No, so my youngest stepson saw a lot of the shit I was giving his brother, and he pretty much wanted to get out of the house pretty early. He did. But when he was still living there, his girlfriend would be over, and one day he's like, do you mind if I make love to my girlfriend in the house? I go, don't be so serious. We're both guys here. You make love to her, you just met her on Tinder, you told her all your problems. She's got the same problems as you. Good luck. Didn't want to tell him all that. He goes, no, I want to make love to my girl in the house. I said, all right, well, I'll tell you what my drunk dad told me. You can make love in my house. You can try. But you never know where I'm going to be. Did I say I was leaving for 45 minutes or 45 seconds? You don't know. With the amount of reps you have at your age, you're going to come quick. I'm going to make you nervous. You're going to fuck scared. You know what I mean? You're going to fuck scared, you're going to come quick. I'm Aaron Putnam. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Aaron Putnam, everyone, one more time for him. Gang, yeah! And ladies and gentlemen, before I bring out your headliner, have a round of applause for your wonderful wait staff here tonight. Guys, with that being said, you guys ready to see your headliner? Yeah! It is Thursday night. Can you make some noise for your headliner?